years in the making, but sports betting in Kentucky is now legal.
It's a decision expected to make the Commonwealth millions of dollars year over year. Governor Andy Beshear placed the first bet under the state's new gaming law this morning at Churchill Downs in Louisville. Now betting the over on wins for UK and U of L football. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman bet on the Bengals to win it all during her stop at Turfway in Florence. Coleman says sports wagering is going to benefit all Kentuckians.
It means more money for our public schools and support for the pensions of every firefighter, police officer, public servant, and teacher.
Kentuckians can now bet on professional sports like the NFL or Major League Baseball. Some college sports are fair game too. You can only bet in person right now. Mobile betting will be available. That starts the 28th. By the way, 2.5% of the revenue Kentucky earns from sports betting will be used to support those struggling with gambling addiction.
Well, and as sports betting opens up, our I-team is digging into how it will be regulated.
I-team reporter Dan Monk is at Newport Racing and Gaming with a look at how regulators are handling this launch. Dan.
Well, guys, it took Ohio a year, more than a year actually, to go from legalizing sports betting to launching it. Kentucky accomplished that today in a little more than 6 months. And that might make gamblers happy, but it is causing critics to wonder whether Kentucky is moving too far, too fast.
It's different than the way we're doing it in Kentucky, but it's one that is going to lend itself to being properly regulated.
Governor Andy Beshear has no concerns about Kentucky's ability to keep tabs on a $2 billion sports betting market.
When you look at who is allowed to offer sports betting in Kentucky, it's our tracks that are already highly regulated.
But an expert on gaming compliance says Kentucky might be in for a reality shock.
Sports betting or single event wagering brings in a whole new range of financial crime risks, a whole new range of responsible gambling or problem gambling issues.
Ian Messenger runs a Toronto-based trade association that teaches casino employees how to prevent these problems.
An enforcement team has to have the knowledge and awareness of what is usual and what is unusual when it comes to sports betting patterns.
He's not sure if Kentucky can do that with 10 new hires that have no gaming experience.
We've seen time and time again when sports betting has gone live within a jurisdiction, there have been attempts to identify vulnerabilities, identify weaknesses, test the capabilities and boundaries of monitoring and detection.
The WCPO9 I-team analyzed the personnel files of 10 people hired since June 16th to regulate sports betting in Kentucky. The group has 100 years of work experience in government, 0 in gaming. Hans Stokey was hired in June to be Kentucky's director of sports wagering. Before that, he was a general manager for Clear, a biometric screening company that helps airline passengers bypass TSA security lines. The president of Turfway Park Racing and Gaming was meeting with Stokey when we showed up to interview Michael Taylor last week.
They're a trusted partner. We know that we need them, and they set the path and the guidelines. And we make sure that we meet each and every one of those milestones.
You had 6 months to develop the rules. You only took 3. The person hired as director of sports wagering has no gaming experience. These are problems or no?
Now, I'm convinced that we are ready again. Over 30 plus states have sports gaming. We are not the first. We are not the pioneer. We get to look at what's going on everywhere else. But one of the major differences in Kentucky versus other places is the only groups that are allowed to offer it are groups that are already highly regulated.
Now, I did find a rules violation today that wasn't caught by regulators here at Newport Racing and Gaming. House Bill 551 requires racing associations to post signs explaining how bettors can exclude themselves from gambling if they feel they have a betting problem. General Manager Chip Bach told me today the signs are not ready, but they are on the way. In Newport, Dan Monk, WCPO 9, I-team.